Abracadabra, kazam! I'm no magician, but these are 3 magic phrases that you can use on your leads and prospects to help close more deals. The first question is the have you given up question. Now, this is the question that you use when a lead or prospect has gone dark. You haven't heard from them, you had a great meeting, you thought you had the coffee was great, and you thought that we're gonna get a new customer, and then you just don't hear from them for some reason. They go dark, you've sent the follow-up email, you've even given them a phone call. Send this one email, one sentence, say, hey John, have you given up on this project? Question mark. I know it sounds a little uncomfortable, like that's all you write, just click send after you do that. There's no harm done, you're not being a jerk. You're just simply asking, have you given up on this project? That email, I use it sparingly. It's sort of a trick in my book that when you pull it out, it always works. You will always get a response, even if the answer is, yes, we have given up on the project. We decided to go in a different direction. At least you have a response. I always say in the sales world, the yeses will make you money. The nos will save you money. It's the maybes you have to watch out for. Those deals that are just kind of living in purgatory, that you wait and follow up and follow up and follow up and you never hear from, use the have you given up magic trick. All right, Alakazam, the second trick is the what would have to be true if blank. And here in blank, you can fill it in with really any dream outcome you want. You know, let's say I have a meeting with the owner of the Minnesota Twins. Right? My dream job is to be the general manager of the Minnesota Twins. If I had a meeting with him, I would say, what would have to be true for me, John Meyer, to be the general manager of the Minnesota Twins? He might say, you have to understand baseball a lot better than you do. He'd give me a laundry list of things that would have to be true. And frankly, I'm not qualified for that job. But the point is, when you ask that question, if you can get the person to give you the reasons of what would have to be true. So a more tactical example in your business, what would have to be true for you to hire us to be your video production company, right? And they might say, well, you need to have this certain type of camera and you got to make sure that you can shoot with us every Friday morning. And they're going to give you the blueprint of what would have to be true for you to work with them. You can do this internally at your company. What would have to be true for me to get promoted to VP of marketing? What would have to be true for me to someday be CEO of this company? It allows you to ask these sort of questions that may otherwise seem, you could never be CEO. These audacious, crazy questions that when you say, what would have to be true? The person is forced to think about, well, what would have to be true? You make something that would seem otherwise impossible, potentially to become possible. And you start to give the answers of what would have to be true. That's the second magic trick, the what would have to be true question. Open sesame. The third magic trick is simply how to close the deal when it's right there on the 1 yard line. It's an inversion question. If you say, if we deliver your dream outcome, is there a reason you wouldn't work with us? And what this question does is it flips the yes and the no. People like to say no. It's a lot easier to say no. It's safer to say no. It's just you can say a no and just move on. Saying yes feels like you're committing to something. Saying yes feels like you have to have more skin in the game. You have to do more work. So if you invert that question, and let's assume that we deliver everything you want, if we deliver your dream outcome, is there a reason you wouldn't work with us? And the answer simply becomes no. No, there isn't a reason. Because if you gave us your dream outcome, that's what I want, and I will hire you and I will pay you. So we're basically making it really easy for our lead or prospect to say yes, but by actually just getting them to say no. So if there's no reason you would work with us, if we can give you your dream outcome, we're going to give you your dream outcome. So we have a deal. That's the third magic trick on how to get a lead to close. Use these 3 magic phrases when the time is right, the right time at the right occasion, to re-engage a prospect, to close a deal, or to get a game plan to achieve your dream outcome. If you want more magic tricks like this, click subscribe to figure out how to grow your business.